Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into a topic that's as fascinating as it is cringeworthy, the most expensive mistakes in history. We're talking about those moments where a misplaced decimal, a misread memo, or just a dash of plain old bad luck led to losses so enormous they could make your eyes water. From sunken ships to exploding rockets, we'll uncover the stories behind these blunders and see what, if anything, we can learn from them. So buckle up, because sometimes history can be a real train wreck, and trust me, the wreckage is worth exploring. Let's get started. Picture this. 1932, Western Australia. Farmers are facing a formidable foe, emus. These large, flightless birds, thousands strong, are ravaging crops. The solution? Call in the army, of course. Armed with Lewis machine guns, soldiers were deployed to combat this feathery menace. What could go wrong? Well, a lot, as it turns out. The emus, masters of guerrilla warfare, proved surprisingly difficult to pin down. The machine guns designed for human targets were largely ineffective against the birds' speed and agility. After a series of costly and embarrassing skirmishes, the war was abandoned, leaving the emus victorious. The Great Emu War stands as a monument to the dangers of underestimating your opponent, no matter how ridiculous they may seem. Space exploration is a complex and expensive business with no room for error. Sadly, in 1999, NASA learned that lesson the hard way. The Mars Climate Orbiter, a mission to study the red planet's atmosphere, met an untimely end due to a simple but catastrophic mistake, a unit conversion error. One team used the metric system, while another used imperial units. This mismatch meant the spacecraft approached Mars at the wrong trajectory, causing it to burn up in the atmosphere. The loss of the $125 million probe was a stark reminder that even the smallest details matter in the vastness of space. The RMS Titanic, a symbol of luxury and technological prowess, set sail on its maiden voyage in 1912. It was deemed practically unsinkable. But as we all know, hubris can be a dangerous thing. Despite receiving multiple iceberg warnings, the Titanic steamed ahead at full speed, a decision that proved fatal. In the icy waters of the North Atlantic, the unsinkable ship struck an iceberg, sinking within hours. The tragedy, which claimed over 1,500 lives, wasn't just a human disaster, but a financial one costing millions in today's currency. The Titanic serves as a haunting reminder that even the grandest creations are vulnerable to the forces of nature and human error. Chapter 4. Chernobyl, the meltdown that shook the world. The year was 1986. In the early hours of April 26th, a routine safety test at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine went horribly wrong. A combination of design flaws in the reactor and a series of operator errors led to a catastrophic power surge, causing a massive explosion and fire. The disaster released radioactive material into the atmosphere, contaminating a vast area and forcing the evacuation of Pripyat, the nearby city. The human and environmental costs were immense, and the economic impact, including cleanup and healthcare, is still being calculated, reaching into the hundreds of billions of dollars. Chernobyl remains a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of nuclear accidents. Chapter 5. The Exxon Valdez, an oil spill that blackened the ocean. On March 24, 1989, the Exxon Valdez oil tanker ran aground in Prince William Sound, Alaska, spilling millions of gallons of crude oil into the pristine waters. The cause? Human error. The captain, allegedly intoxicated, had left the bridge and the crew failed to properly navigate the treacherous waters. The environmental impact was devastating, killing wildlife, damaging ecosystems, and impacting the livelihoods of local communities. The financial cost was staggering, with Exxon spending billions on cleanup efforts, compensation, and legal battles. The Exxon Valdez oil spill stands as a stark reminder of the environmental and economic havoc that can be wreaked by a single moment of human negligence. Chapter 6. Selling Alaska, Russia's multi-billion-dollar oops. In 1867, the United States purchased Alaska from Russia for a cool $7.2 million. At the time, many Americans scoffed at the deal, calling it Seward's folly after Secretary of State William Seward. Little did they know Alaska held vast reserves of gold, oil, and other natural resources. Russia's decision to sell, driven by financial woes and fears of losing Alaska to Britain, would prove to be a colossal blunder. Today, Alaska's resources are worth hundreds of billions of dollars, making the 1867 sale one of history's biggest financial blunders. It's a stark reminder that today's worthless tundra can be tomorrow's treasure trove. Chapter 7, Deepwater Horizon, a disaster a mile below the surface. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil rig, located in the Gulf of Mexico, exploded, killing 11 workers and triggering the largest marine oil spill in history. The disaster was a cascade of failures, from faulty cementing of the well to a disregard for safety warnings. The spill released an estimated 210 million gallons of oil into the Gulf, devastating marine life, coastal ecosystems, and the livelihoods of fishing communities. The economic impact was immense, with BP, the oil giant, responsible, paying billions in cleanup costs, fines, and settlements. The Deepwater Horizon disaster serves as a tragic reminder of the high stakes and potential consequences of offshore drilling. Chapter 8. Apple Maps. Getting lost cost Apple a lot more than time. In 2012, Apple launched its own mapping service, hoping to compete with Google Maps. However, the debut was marred by embarrassing errors. Maps were inaccurate, landmarks were misplaced, and directions led users astray. The backlash was swift and brutal. Users mocked the service, competitors capitalized on the gaffe, and Apple's reputation took a hit. While the exact financial cost is unknown, the damage to Apple's brand and the subsequent investment in fixing the issues was significant. It's a cautionary tale of how even tech giants can stumble when they underestimate the importance of accuracy and reliability. Chapter 9. Blockbuster's decline, from Video King to Cautionary Tale. Remember Blockbuster, the video rental giant? Once a dominant force in home entertainment, Blockbuster had a chance to dominate the digital streaming market. In a fateful decision, they declined to purchase a fledgling company called Netflix for a mere $50 million. Fast forward to today, and Netflix is a streaming behemoth, while Blockbuster is a relic of the past, relegated to a single store. Their failure to adapt to the changing landscape of media consumption cost them dearly, leading to bankruptcy and a cautionary tale of how even industry giants can fall victim to disruption. Chapter 10. AOL Time Warner, the dot-com merger that went bust. At the height of the dot-com bubble in 2000, two giants, AOL and Time Warner, merged in a deal valued at a staggering $350 billion. It was touted as a marriage made in heaven, combining AOL's internet savvy with Time Warner's media empire. However, the merger proved to be a colossal failure. Cultural clashes, a bursting dot-com bubble, and the slow pace of integrating the two companies led to massive losses. By 2002, AOL Time Warner had lost nearly $100 billion in value, making it one of the biggest corporate mergers gone wrong. It serves as a stark reminder that even the most promising partnerships can crumble under the weight of unrealistic expectations and poor execution. That's all, folks. But the mistakes keep happening. From emu warfare gone wrong to billion-dollar corporate blunders, we've journeyed through some of history's most expensive mistakes. These stories remind us that even the smartest people and organizations can make colossal errors, often with far-reaching consequences. But hey, that's part of what makes history so fascinating, right? It's a testament to the unpredictable nature of life and the importance of learning from our missteps. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. See you next time.